Well. Hello there, April.
Hello, Mackie D. How art thou?
Good. I heard that you'd recently killed Lee.
I have,
Haha!
yes.
April Fool!
Oh, I
Yes,
mean,
I have
yes,
fooled you,
April
April.
Fool. I certainly have not had a plot to kill my partner
What?
in the midst. What? No, everything
Ah,
is fine.
April Fool. I
Yes,
understand. I
yes.
understand.
I am good,
Obviously,
girl.
it has been April Fools recently.
It
And
has.
there's some things that companies do where they're just like, fuck it, we'll make it real. And there's some things that are just absolute garbage. Now, this year has been relatively lackluster for April Fools. However, I was going to save this till later, but I'll do it now. So it was technically an April Fools, however, they have made it. What kind of flavoured sparkling water would you like to drink?
I think for me, fruits are kind of standard, but
Fruit. Okay.
yeah, I think they've gone something really weird, like Werther's Original or Marmite flavored.
Oh, well, think about the American thing. You normally get them at baseball games.
Cream sodas?
No,
Sarsaparilla?
that sounds like a drink. Think of a
I do not know.
foodstuff.
Oh, hot dog flavored
Yeah,
drinks.
that's it. It's your
Ew!
boy, Big Bite Hot Dog flavored sparkling water.
They didn't have to make the can look like whizzed up fucking hot dog. There's no need for that.
Oh yeah, they've unveiled a new hot dog flavor, fulfilling the prophecy of new metal legend Limp Bizkit's album cover.
Oh, hot dog water and chocolate starfish.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's the worst thing I've seen, like in at least
I will leave you with
3
Lee
days.
for one moment, just because I
Right,
have
yeah.
to take a tablet. So I'll leave you with the present of Lee.
We're so professional here.
Of course. Well, Lee, before we do Is It Real or Fake, since April has disappeared, now,
Yes,
you like horror movies, I like horror movies.
yes, I've been known to like.
And now, bad horror movies are still fine. You know, if
Yeah,
there's, like, if you
a bit
have
of
good
fun.
company, you know, you can enjoy taking the piss. Now, the Winnie the Pooh horror movie.
Wasn't that really bad?
Yes. Did you know there's a sequel?
I mean, I'm not surprised there's a sequel.
Now, I'm going to tell you about the director. Because the director thinks that he is the greatest filmmaker known to man. You see, his
Oh, God.
inspiration comes from a indie horror movie by Blumhouse. And what other thing do you think has inspired his film career?
Disney, clearly.
No, Marvel's Avengers. Because you see, Lee, with Disney and their Avengers franchise, he wants to create the Pooniverse.
Why?
Now, obviously, just like the Avengers, there's many other movies in the franchise. So he has plans for Winnie the Pooh. He has plans for Pinocchio, Bambi, and Peter Pan.
Bambi,
No
like
one
Pinocchio
has
is
this.
fucking
I mean,
good
all
stuff, like.
those other ones still not within copyright.
I don't believe so, no. Yeah, after Winnie the Pooh fell in the public domain. Yeah, I guess all of the main characters in the crossover will be released in 2025, so I guess most of them will be out of copyright. Yeah, Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare.
No, that should be called Michael Jackson's Neverland Nightmare.
No one
That's
asked
true.
for like any of this.
We'll have to have one of you on Push to Talk, unfortunately.
I'm on push to talk right now.
I'm
it
also
is.
on Push to Talk.
Well then. Pinocchio Unstrung. It's like Django Unchained. Like, do you want to know? Right, so there was a little trailer for the Bambi one. It was
Right.
5 seconds. What do you think happened in the Bambi horror clip?
Bambi's dad got shot.
No,
Everybody got shot.
a live action deer flipped a car.
Oh, good.
Whereas,
So Bambi taking revenge.
oh yeah, well, what they said for how Pinocchio would kill someone, surprise, it's his nose.
Oh no.
And then,
Okay,
as you
there's
can
got to be
see,
some kind of copyright issues here.
are you not looking forward to Pooniverse Monsters Assemble?
Not particularly, no.
Oh my god. Oh, it's such a shit show. Honestly, this person, like, he feels like he thinks the sun shines out of his arse. For the love of God, they're dreadful movies.
Yeah, he seems to be the type.
But let's go back to our first image. Is it real or fake?
Fake.
I think that's probably real.
Okay. You're saying fake, April?
I am saying fake, yes.
Lee, I think you may have stolen April's skill at detecting real and
Yes.
fake, because yes, this is real.
It just-
Although it does
it
look
look-
like someone's put a shed on Mars.
It does, yeah. That's the part that would throw you off. But to be honest, yeah, everything kind of looks okay about it. So
My
Other than
issue
there
is
being a shed in the middle of buttfuck nowhere.
that's
not
exactly my
bad.
reason for it being fake.
Well, see, that's how it gets you.
Feds can't be real.
Oh god, like one of the devs of Helldivers said that there are no flying bugs in the game. Bugs can't be real, and they went with this bit because they're planning to add them. But let's go to AI, because AI is taking all of our jobs. Eventually. But in two places, AI is making a lot more money than we are, because this is Lily Rain, a virtual travel model earning over $20,000 a month.
AI was supposed to like take all of the boring jobs and leave humans to do like cool things like art and travel and things like that.
Yeah.
It's the opposite way around.
Well, literally, Lee, if we can work together and you can make like a AI, just a random image generator, use that coding brain. We'll earn
Yes.
this much money.
This is just the future now, isn't it?
Yep. Oh, but just on Instagram and all that. No. That's anyone can do that. But what about the news? Because as you can see, AI power virtual influencer lands job on Spanish television.
Didn't we see this last week as well?
Yes, we
Maybe
did.
not this exact one. But
Something similar, yeah. She will be
let me
hosting a
see the.
special segment on Spain's version of Survivor.
Let me see the picture.
I
The whole thing.
assume she's not one of the contestants on Survivor. What with her
No,
not being real.
I wouldn't think so. No, unless we're gonna like I don't know, like mock her in somehow. I don't know how that would work, but
Just the AI Hunger Games. It's just all the different code fighting each other until one prevails.
ChatGPT versus Bard versus Copilot.
Yeah. But yes, since it was April Fool's recently, let's look at some of the first, obviously we're gamers. We'll save the gamer stuff after. But let's see,
Oh yeah.
what the wonderful world of humanity has given us. Ah, yes. Krispy Kreme. If you bring anything to their shop, they'll glaze it for you. Pizza? Glazed.
Hits.
Yep. Glazed. As you can see in the back, they've got tomatoes, watermelon, a burger, a sandwich, all glazed. They'll glaze anything for you.
I imagine quite a few people probably fell for that.
Probably, yeah. This one, though, oh.
Right. Okay. Now this is right. Okay. Right. I don't know how many people like shop at Aldi, but this is just legitimately something that Aldi would probably sell.
Well, it is fake, but haggis, man. It's not
Yeah,
exactly.
Haggis
It's
is
not.
good though. Have you ever tried it?
No, I'll be willing to try it.
It
The
is.
thought,
You ever had
thought,
black pudding?
the thought of it is grotesque.
You don't like offal?
No.
It's
tastes
good.
like
I'm not gonna
sausage.
lie, it's good. It just kind of tastes like sausage.
Fair. Ah, new limited edition scented paint.
The walls smell like snosbury.
How about
That's fine.
Oh yes, of course, Anton Deck. Surprise
Didn't they
career
come out an
move. You
album?
see, they are becoming chefs.
Oops.
I thought
Yep.
I thought they were bringing out an album.
They've
No.
already released music before.
They've already done
Oh,
that.
shit,
No,
they
now
have,
now
yeah.
they're
Yeah.
now they're trying to take on Gordon Ramsay. They're becoming chefs. New state of the art dog thing. So the dog can literally drive the car without the owner's permission.
Can't be worse than some of the drivers on the road.
And finally, the Daily Mail, Just Stop Oil, Furious Gorilla Glue sponsors Eco Zealot Mob.
I don't know, just something about that really tickles us.
I just love the
Oh,
fact
wow.
that if it was true, it would be very funny.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like a lot of these things could actually be like conceivably be real, to be honest.
Well, the thing is, 9 times out of 10, when it comes to video games and stuff like that, they normally incorporate the April Fool's joke into the game. That's why
Yeah.
video game ones are normally a lot better. So, we've got this, which honestly, I would not be surprised if they eventually made.
They will probably eventually make
Pal
this.
World Dating Sim. They also did a Dave the Diver dating sim as well. Because Dave the Diver, of all things. Cyberpunk on 97,613 floppy disks.
I might actually like calculate that and see if that would be enough space to hold the game.
I mean, I assume they must have done. It might take a few months to copy all the data over, but at least, yeah. It might take a while. Ah, yes. Pokemon Sleep. Do you know what the Pokemon Sleep app is?
Yes, I do.
Lone never stops talking about it.
Well, now there's a tournament, you see. Obviously, these are fake. The Pokemon Sleep Tournament. Like, if you can fall asleep and have the best sleep, better than all other trainers.
I'm fucked. My sleep is horrendous.
Ah, Shovel Knight, of course. Branching out into organic skincare products. Yep,
All your helmet needs.
of course. Don't know what the fuck that is.
That's terrifying.
That's a mess. Fake update gives you a deadly arsenal of hands to wield in combat. Okay. Oh, this one. Yeah. This is actually a game mode. This is real. For April
My
Fools.
little Lodi.
In Dead by Daylight, you are tiny. Very like Honey I Shrunk the Kids level of tiny.
Nice.
Ah, yes, the Virtual Boy. I have tried the Virtual Boy, by the way, the actual Virtual Boy.
Same.
I understand why there was the idea around it giving people headaches. It is fucking horrendous.
Yeah, I didn't get a headache from it, but it's like broadly like very unpleasant.
Oh my god, I did. I was like, okay, it can't just give you a headache just by looking at it, and I was trying it, and oh my god, it's horrible. Ah yes. Now you can wear Sonic headgear.
That just looks like if they actually sold that, that would sell out in seconds.
Like again, this is just something like a Sonic fan would just do.
That power washing simulator goes too far. Yeah, allow you to become a filthy menace, spraying mud over things that are clean.
That's just the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh yeah,
spraying mud everywhere.
Guilty Gear. As you can see, the smell of the game.
Smells like sweat.
Yes. Luckily, it's arriving in 150 years, so it's fine. Obviously, the Elden Ring expansion, which what they did was they literally just zoomed in the text and making the word expansion expand. That was it. That was the expansion. Among Us, long mode. You can literally look like a llama. This is a mode you can play in the game.
I want llama mode to be in everything.
For Honor, of course. Zombie energy drink. Filled with apparently 666 vital nutrients.
Of course.
You know, it makes me think of it just makes me think of Prime. It can't be
Yeah, no, it does. I wouldn't be surprised if they'd done something stupid. Oh, Sonic DLC, of course, for the Genesis.
That hip new console.
Yeah, well, obviously, you know, they used cartridges, so you just have to stack a cartridge on a cartridge on a cartridge if you want the DLC.
Beautiful.
And finally, the Razer Cthulhu, because Razer always do a completely stupid April Fool's thing. So the idea about this is, you know how Dr. Octopus has arms that can, you know, do all this shit for him? Now this chair can. The idea is that you never need to ever leave your chair.
That's Eric Cartman level of
Oh yeah.
Of dedicated. I just want that to massage my back, if I'm honest.
Well, I don't know how like relaxing pointed metal tips are.
I will take it. That is fine.
Now, Lee, you've heard about the game Helldivers, have you?
Yes, I have.
Now, they don't have any overt giant microtransactions like most companies do.
Yeah, which is, you know, it's the damning indictment these days, isn't it? Oh, it doesn't have microtransactions, you know.
I know, but do you want to know what the CEO of the company said as to why they probably wouldn't do gigantic microtransactions?
Because it's really morally bankrupt?
No, because, yeah, the CEO joked that the reason they would ever get giant microtransactions would entirely be just to fund his Warhammer habit.
Well, at least he's honest.
He's not going to do it, but he's like, there's no point, otherwise I'll just fund my Warhammer habit.
I still haven't actually played this or really.
It's very good.
Anything about it, to be honest. Like,
it's very good, very intense. Now, April.
Yes.
Do you think Gabe Newell is a human just like us?
I mean, some of the shit he's came out with, I'd question reality at all times, but possibly.
Well, this next thing will show that they are human just like us, all the big CEOs. Because Tim Sweeney of Epic emailed Gabe calling him an asshole over Steam's policies because he believed that Steam had you know, a say on how games are priced on PC because they have a monopoly, pretty much.
I mean, they do though.
I mean,
Like,
they do.
it's where everyone buys games,
I
right?
mean, they do, but it's also a lot more functional than most of the other things.
Yeah, I mean, they have a monopoly, but at least it's kind of functional, as you say.
Yeah.
It's not shit.
To
Like
which
that would be the
Valve's
difference. That's what.
CEO replied internally, "You mad, bro?"
Yeah, this is why Valve gets away with it, because yes, it's a monopoly, but it doesn't suck.
I love how chill he is. Just like, nah. Alright.
Look at him just sitting there, still not releasing Half-Life 3.
What 3? Is that the number after 2? I've heard.
Yes, it's a number that Gabe Newell can't count to.
Well, speaking of big numbers, 100 trans men.
There's many trans men.
Now, I think you'll like this story, and it's a really good protest, actually. So, Italy has a beauty pageant for women.
Right.
And
I know this story.
yes,
This is
and
good.
in their rules, they stated that trans women weren't allowed to apply and participate.
Oh,
To-
it's this accidental ally shit.
Yet to which 100 trans men applied instead, because according to their rules, they're more qualified.
I'm more qualified to own a willy than anybody here.
Like it's provoked a massive protest, and it's a big sign of support from the trans community. But it's just like,
But
the
yeah,
fuck?
good, because it's fucking stupid. Like why ban people from the contest? It's just ridiculous.
Well, something happened to a different country, specifically the Netherlands, I believe. Let me have a quick scroll. Yes, a Dutch Indonesian transgender model who won the Miss Universe contest in 2023. So Italy was just like, nah, not having none of that. Because they're assholes, apparently.
I hope a trans man wins, to be honest.
Yeah, same. I hope they do as well. I really hope they do.
Everyone in that context, everyone in that context,
Are you okay?
everyone in the contest, there we
Yeah.
go, looks way better than I ever could in a bikini or swimsuit. So, I think it's so weird how it became such a big topic all of a sudden, and everyone's getting all hyped up about it when really, people of all genders and all sizes and shapes and goodness knows what have been quite happily plodding along for years doing their own thing.
Yeah.
Literally no one gave a fuck about this like 10
Exactly.
or 15 years ago. It's just culture war nonsense, man.
Yeah.
No one cared.
Well, speaking of no one caring, Lee, if you could vote for the Conservatives or Labour, would you literally want anyone else?
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm quite critical of both. But I think I would literally rather drag my ball through broken glass than vote for the Tories.
Well, Lee, in America, someone has thought about this because this person has changed their name to literally anybody else, and their plan is to run for
Nice.
president.
Nice. I mean, they'll get nowhere, but cool.
No, true. They need 60,000 votes to be put on the ballot.
Well, I'm going to change my name to 999,000 votes, and then I'm going to vote.
How many did you have? 9,999 votes? No, that's my name. Now, April, how dangerous do you think a banana is?
The most dangerous thing in the world.
Yes, quite literally, because a bizarre banana fight breaks out at a Pennsylvania gas station, leaving one person critically injured.
Critically injured.
Critically injured, yes.
Because I kind of just imagine they'll pull them out and hold them like guns. And like just point
No,
nobody to
there
it.
was just a food fight between workers, and it involved into just absolutely massive, and then someone got taken to hospital.
What was the critical injury? Did like someone slip on the banana or something?
I believe, like they were also throwing other food. I think someone yeeted a watermelon.
So the injury wasn't caused by the banana.
It started from the banana.
I thought you were just gonna say like they just threw like a tin of beans at someone's head. Or something.
Yeah, what they did was they threw a bomb. They thought, fuck it. Yeah, this is food. I can eat this. But speaking of eating things, let's just say there was an accident, April, and
Yes.
Lee lost a limb.
Oh no, I'm a first aider. I can take care of that.
What would you do with the limb?
Keep it and then take it to the hospital so it could be reattached. If
I sh-
not, if it can't be reattached, I would take it to the back of my garden and I would barbecue it.
Well, you know what? The one person had the exact same idea. This person was on, yeah, he was on cocaine and bath salts. So what happened was, there was a train accident and a person had lost like a severed leg, because the train. To where Californian police found this dude hunched over, nomming on a leg in broad daylight.
This is why the American healthcare system needs to be reformed because people can't access the medication that they need to stop them eating fucking legs and to get them off the drugs that make them want to eat legs.
I don't know why the first thought was just like that leg, just from a horrible accident. I want to eat that shit.
Well, I think bath salts is the answer to that, to be honest.
I assume there's like a proper thing because I'm pretty sure bath salts are meant to be like relatively chill and just help you relax in a bath. I assume the American bath salts are like.
I think it's a nickname.
Ah, okay, fair dues. Now, April,
Yes.
if someone at your work was having a baby and that made your work a bit more difficult because obviously they'd be taking maternity leave, what would you do?
I would congratulate them on having a baby and work to help take their
Interesting.
workload because I'm not a prick.
That
And if
doesn't
this story has
sound
anything
weird.
to do with America, then if they're not getting fucking maternity leave, I swear to Christ, I'm gonna.
Oh no,
screw
it's
them.
not that they're not getting Well, I mean, to be fair, they might not now because woman poisons pregnant co-worker to prevent higher workload caused by maternity leave.
Fuck off. She needs to go to fucking prison for life. That's disgusting.
That's actually awful.
Yeah, not great. It came to light when the victim noticed that her water kept tasting strange. You don't fucking say.
Just for one weird second, I thought you meant that her water broke and she tasted it.
No,
and she was like,
no,
"Oh,
no,
that
no, no,
doesn't
no.
taste right."
It's got this water tastes like poison.
Yeah, that's weird, man. Like,
Uh,
who thinks it's okay to poison a coworker?
That person, because they're just like, I don't want more work. Yeah, bad crack.
Very bad crack.
Now, if you impersonate a police officer, that is a crime.
Correct.
If you impersonate a doctor, that is a crime.
Correct. Recently, a 16-year-old impersonated a doctor who's
Indeed.
actually doing the work better than fucking other doctors, so it made us laugh.
But, like, we've had other people impersonate police and doctors many times on the show. I don't believe I've ever had someone pretend to be a firefighter.
Yeah, that's all the emergency services covered now.
Exactly, because this person came in full firefighter garb and a garden hose and was arrested because he was like, don't worry, guys, I've got this.
Firefighter impersonator. Was he just a stripper? Like
No. He had a full like proper firefighter garb. It wasn't like a costume. It was like a proper, like it was like a replica. But he brought his garden hose, and then like they were like, okay, haha, very funny. Now leave. And he went, no, I'm here. I'll help. They were like, no, fuck off.
Is it illegal to impersonate a firefighter? I mean, I know
It
he
is
was
indeed.
arrested. Yeah, I know he was arrested, but like, was that because he was causing a scene, or because
Well,
it's actually illegal
technically,
to
it's
impersonate a
illegal to
firefighter?
impersonate any like official like in like in this kind of capacity, but like it's also because he'd been advised to leave and he was obstructing their work.
Yeah.
If he wasn't trained, the firefighters are liable for his death because they allowed him to go into the thing. He hasn't been trained on anything, so his like risk of getting actually hurt is incredibly high. And then on top of that, again, I'm gonna go back and say it. It's the fucking American fucking healthcare system not taking care of people and giving them the fucking healthcare that they need
Oh
to
yeah,
stop them thinking they can go outside and be fucking firefighters. There's an illusion that you can get that makes you think that if you are not getting enough attention, then you can get attention by going out and saving a life. I think it's the hero delusion or something like that,
yeah,
and you deliberately cause fires to then go and put them out or save people from them, and it's incredibly fucking weird.
it is.
But
It really is.
it's
It's
I don't
like
know,
a
man. The
delusion of
world's a weird
grandeur.
place. Yeah, basically, best way you can put it.
April.
Mm-hmm.
It's been 35 years, and can you
35
tell
years.
me
Oh
who's
my
nailed
god.
to a cross?
35 years since someone was last nailed to a cross.
No, no, 35 years have happened, and I want you to tell me who's nailed to a cross.
Trump.
No, a Filipino villager. This is the 35th time this they've been nailed to a cross. Just so you know, they are actually nailed. This isn't like this isn't just like they're being held on. No, they're properly nailed down.
I feel like I've
It's
heard
to
about this
pray.
person before.
We have, in fact. This is just the person who keeps coming back to do it. I mean, I guess the holes are already there. Like you're having your ears pierced.
Yeah, I guess you get it done once and it's going to suck once, but then if you've already got the holes in your hands, it's probably not too bad.
I mean, the idea is it's to pray for world peace. I mean, it's a positive idea, if not like other than he's getting nailed to a cross.
I'm gonna keep out of this conversation because I'm going to say something very nasty.
I love the janky Romans.
His cape looks like it's about to fall off.
Well, I like that the two Romans back here, their capes are high vis just in case it gets dark.
You gotta nail
Yeah,
Jesus
exactly.
in the dog.
Now, have you ever left a negative review for something?
Yes.
Okay, you don't need to say what it is, I was just asking. Now, Lee, because you've written a negative review for something, do you believe you deserve prison time?
No.
Well, the woman is facing up to 7 years in prison for negative online review.
Did it
Right.
lie? Did it cause the business to suffer? Was it-
No, she allegedly broke her country's cyber crime laws by posting a negative online review for a can of tomato puree.
No, that's not negative. That's not like cybercrime laws. That is fucking like surveillance state level shit. That is. You can't say
yes,
anything
it is.
about Taiwan because Taiwan will say something back type shit. No,
Hold
that's
on.
bad.
Can we actually look at this story because I'm very curious
Yeah,
as to
go
what's
ahead.
happened
She
here. So,
voiced her
apparently
opinion
it
about a
broke
can of
cybercrime
puree she'd bought, considering it contained too much sugar, and asking her friends and followers to express their opinions as well. Generating over 3,000 comments, including one person to be apparently the sister of the founder of the company. They asked her to stop bashing the product, but the woman doubled down, which apparently ended up
Stop
costing her
alarming people
7
with
years
this
in
product.
prison.
Right, okay. Right, I'm not understanding, like, how this is a crime yet.
What country is this?
Nigeria.
Nigeria.
Right, so basically what they're trying to say is that, like, she's basically said, oh, your product, stop killing people with your product, and they've never killed anyone with the product, so essentially it's like defamation thing, basically.
Yes, and that deserves 7 years in prison, apparently.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
fucking bad. I mean, I know that Nigeria is actually really like clamping down on like cybercrime stuff at the moment. Obviously, you
But that's
know about
excessive, though.
yeah, that is very excessive. That's not a crime. Like leaving a bad review is not a crime.
Now, Lee,
Yes.
why do time zones exist?
Because it would be really, really, really weird if it was like if it was like 8 o'clock in the morning, it was pitch black, like in the summer.
Yeah, but like that would only affect you if you lived there, right?
I guess so, yeah.
Now, who lives on the moon?
Jesus.
Yes, Elvis and Jesus.
Well, maybe it is Elvis because it's the White House that wants to do it because the White House wants the moon to have its own time zone.
Oh yeah, April sent me this article earlier. I mean, what time would it be? I guess.
So they're going to make it its own time, and that's so that they can synchronize landings correctly.
I mean, that makes sense, but
It makes a lot of sense.
but the moon's really big though. So how are you gonna have one time zone for the whole thing?
Well,
So-
I mean, obviously, when it flips over to the dark side of the moon, then you'll know it's nighttime.
I mean, I guess.
It's so stupid. Of course, it's wrong. Oh God. Now, have you ever been on a double-decker bus?
Yes.
Every single bloody day, and I hate it.
You hate it. Well,
They smell.
there you go. He can make that, right?
Oh,
Might
shit.
shave a bit off the top.
I like how that says again.
Yes, the same bridge. Like, the fact is, right, it's a school bus, so maybe school buses don't have, like, you know, a set route. But normally, when I think of a bus and a bus route, they're normally pretty consistent with which fucking way they go.
Yeah, you were planning it in, wouldn't you? I mean, we actually because the company that I currently work for, soon will no longer be working for. We have to plan for this kind of thing because there are sometimes bridges on our routes that are too low for the trucks to get under. It's very easy to plan for these things.
Yeah, it's like, but when you think of, like, a bus, and especially, like, them being a bus route, it would have either been,
you would know.
them doing it all the time. A bridge just doesn't randomly appear.
It could be
No.
that they've been diverted, but my issue is that the buses that I get on literally have a thing that shouts out loud, "Warning, low bridge. Warning, low bridge," for like about 5 minutes before you're next to any low bridge. And that technology exists.
Well,
So these buses
apparently
must be
not
from, like,
here
the fucking 90s.
in Leicester.
Yeah, I can imagine it would just take a bit off the top, like a bit like opening like a tin of sardines, you know.
Well, apparently everyone was covered in glass shards.
Well, you would be.
I don't believe it. Honestly, ridiculous. Now, small borders. The world's smallest national border is 85 meters long.
Oh,
Yes, it is literally just this rock. It holds the title for the
baby
world's smallest national borders, 85 meters in length.
one it doesn't count. I mean, I guess we're not counting like enclaves and exclaves and stuff here. because
Yeah,
I'd imagine
it's
it's
just the
smaller.
actual one of the borders itself.
So it's a border with Spain, technically, then.
Yes. Well, it's in northern Africa, so but it was conquered by Spain. It's a land border with Portugal and France.
I didn't realize Portugal and France had a land border.
Yeah.
Does it though?
Apparently, yeah.
Hold on, I need to look this up. 2 seconds.
Spain has an
Sorry,
almost
too
2,000 kilometers of land borders with Portugal and France.
Yeah, Portugal and France don't share a land border. I'm just looking at this right now. I was thinking for a second, do they? But they don't. No.
I'm just trying to understand it.
I mean, Spain and France share a
Yeah,
land border.
well, it's in a nutshell, it's just this tiny territory here. This is the border. And that's where it is on the map. There.
Oh, right. Okay, right. I see it on the map. I'm just looking at it on the map. Oh, yeah, yeah. I've heard of this before. Yeah.
Okay. Now, if I filled your mouth, Lee, with
Ooh, right.
water,
Oh,
Okay.
take my fun
how
away.
long do you think you could, like, this is the longest length of time. How long do you think it would take you to expunge all the water in the slowest possible time while while, like, having a solid stream?
Probably not for very long. I don't feel like I can hold my breath for that long
Okay?
or control my breathing for that long.
So, minute, 30 seconds? What?
Maybe like a minute and a half to like 2 minutes
30.
max.
Okay. Well, over in the Guinness World Records, this is the human fountain. He sprouts water from his mouth continuously for 6 minutes.
Why is this? How is this even a record? Like, who's actually competing with this man for this record? He could just set that at whatever he wants.
Yep, I have no
No
idea.
one
I
would
love
come
that
for
this
him.
guy, I don't even think he's part of the Guinness World Records team. He's just looking at him just like, the fuck is...
What are you
The
doing?
fuck, man. Just the fuck.
I wonder if he like does like he must do like circular breathing or something.
Yeah, it involves drinking large amounts of water, then regurgitating it and using muscle control.
Oh wow! So he's like vomits it up almost.
Well, apparently it's a trick that dates back to the 17th century, so it's been done for a while. I know that ages ago people did used to do this with like oil sacks. They used
Yeah.
to like swallow a bag of oil and then like have flint on their teeth so that you could spray fire out your mouth.
Oh yeah, I've seen that before. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you go.
How are
Adaptive
people
glasses.
alive?
Oh, easy. Because they do like the bag itself is closed. Like water and food can still go down one side, but like the oil itself is contained.
That's mental.
These are adaptive glasses that switch from sunglasses to reading glasses with a simple swipe of the frame.
That's cool.
I like that.
Alas, I don't wear glasses, so I assume these are good.
That
No
would be
idea.
cool. I mean,
Definitely a neat idea. I like it. It's a case. It's kind of like those what do you call them again? Not varifocals. The
Bifocal?
kind that sort of like when you're out in the sun, basically they
Oh,
basically
yes.
turn into
No, yeah, yeah, yeah.
sunglasses.
I know exactly what you mean. I can't remember what they're called. I didn't even know they had a name. But yes, mushrooms next. Do you like mushrooms, April?
I don't like eating them. I like looking at them.
I like mushrooms.
Well, Lay, these might be a bit too expensive for your taste. Because these
Yeah,
are
Lee,
the
you
world's
poor bitch.
most expensive mushrooms.
Oh yeah, I've heard of these.
At $500 a pound, they rival truffles and are considered one of the most valuable ingredients of Japanese cuisine.
I am not surprised.
I
They
mean,
don't look very pleasant.
no, they
They just
don't.
look like regular mushrooms.
Yeah, just like the tough question to answer because the taste is subjective and people are willing to pay premium.
I mean, I enjoy mushrooms. I certainly wouldn't pay that for them.
And I'm not a huge fan of
Even if I
mushrooms,
could.
honestly. Like, I like the next food, but like I don't think I'd pay this either. Chocolate, because this is toac.
Twat
Uh,
chocolate.
Twat chocolate, most valuable chocolate from Ecuador's Pedera de Parra Valley. You
Well,
see,
even basic
from
chocolate could
truffle-infused
become very-
ice cream to gold-plated sandwiches, there's lots of nice things. This is a small chocolate bar that can sell up to $490 per 50 grams.
Wow. I mean, even like regular old chocolate could become quite valuable at some point because apparently the cocoa plant is actually quite endangered now.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's not very good for chocolate. Eat it now while you can, everybody.
It's 100% cocoa.
Oh God, I can just, like I know obviously I know some people like enjoy chocolate and that's their thing. like Android coffee, but like just like the idea of 100% cocoa chocolate just makes my mouth just shrivel
Wait,
up.
it's like when I showed you that coffee that is the most densest caffeine coffee, and you were like, "No, I'll
Yeah,
die." And like their selling point is
and
that
it won't
it's
taste good either.
legally, it's not completely lethal.
Exactly what you want to hear from the people you're buying from. It's not 100% lethal.
Yeah, you can still live. You just don't want to have a second cup. Now, to end weird news, and obviously you guys have had a lovely meal, so I shan't keep you.
Yeah.
But to end the stream, in New Zealand, they've discovered 100 new species.
Oh, sweet.
Ooh, what kind?
All like different kinds of squids, different kinds of coral. They've one of them looks like a trilobite.
Show
Honestly,
me.
April, you will have to see some of these. Honestly, I can't find a thing which shows every single one, but like there will be out there. So obviously, as you can see, some of the coral. I think that's a starfish, I believe.
It's
New
another
species of
species of
coral.
coral.
Yeah, starfish coral. Yeah, see,
Ooh, pretty.
like so all of
Wow.
these are in areas that were just never explored, like really deep down. No one thought there was anything there, and when they finally did a dive, they managed to bring up more than 100 different living samples. So
I
now
love
it's going to be
science.
an area where many people will dive to. So I hope it doesn't ruin their habitat, but it is interesting that we're learning more about the sea.
I believe that New Zealand has very strict laws about
Yes,
diving and conservation. So hopefully this will apply to the new species as well, because we're not going to get any ideas on numbers until we actually do more studies. People are going to have to specialize in like starfish and stuff. Are going to have to come and have a look,
like,
estimate the numbers, and then go from there. But I find it fascinating how science is so developed and we've got such a large knowledge of the ocean and sea
well,
to start with, but it still fascinates me that we can learn so much just and dive somewhere new and find whole new species, like hundreds of new species. It's phenomenal. I love science. I
well,
love
you
animals.
say that we know a little bit about the sea. You see, I watched the video, and there's this dude trying to explain one of the things they found. They have no idea what it is.
Oh, cool.
Scientifically, they have no clue what it is. They know it's alive, they just don't know what it is.
I love that.
So they've discovered like three fish, a shrimp, a cephalopod, like more different kinds of coral and
Oh,
mollusks.
cephalopods.
But yeah, there was one where like watch the video, April. It's really cool. But like the dude who's like, yeah, one of the things we found, we literally have no idea. We've taken it for tests. We still have no clue what it is.
Oh, that's excellent. I love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
So yes, have a gander. There is a video out there
I
for you to look
definitely
at.
will. It sounds amazing.
But yes, that is the end of weird news for tonight.
Oh, you left it on a high note.
That's
Didn't
another
you?
one down.
Of course, and of course, me and Lee will be doing some silly nonsense tomorrow, possibly.
Oh yes.
That's going to be
I
fun.
don't know what kind of silly nonsense, but I'm sure
I'll just throw
there'll be
something
some.
at you. That's the stream. I just put you in a room and I throw something at you.
Surprise,
I just
bitch.
got to what, just dodge it.
Yeah.
I would just do a dodgeball stream.
Yeah, if you can dodge the criticisms that this game has, then you can dodge a ball. This is where you find out it's Gollum. I know, don't worry. I won't do you dirty like that. But yes,
Yeah,
thank you,
please
Lee and
don't.
April, for joining me. And we shall catch you all later. Goodbye.
Bye.